Hello everyone, welcome you all on second lecture series, Machining Science and Machine Tool. I am Amit Tiwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Suresh Kiambiar, University, Jaipur. Today is the 20th lecture and the topic of the lecture is Design of Mill and Blind Milling Cutter. Let's start. The objective of the lecture is to ensure that the maximum stress at any point in the drill is less than the down-related yield strength, and to ensure that the component and the configuration of the drill minimize to the effect of fatigue. Today we're discussing about how we can maximize the stresses at the point of the drill and minimize the effect of the fatigue. The outcomes of this lecture, and student will able to understand at the end of this lecture that the drill tool refer to the downhole equipment used in the production of oil and gases, well drill, well interventions, and well competitions. So these tools are used in the bottom hole assembly for workers work over operation and well competitions. So a student are able to, that is, we can say the tools which are used for the bottom hole or the worker over operation or the well competition we are discussing in the equipments like drilling tools, etc. So discuss how we can design the drill tool first of all. So you can see in this diagram that is a schematic depicting the design parameter of the twist tool. Is to be designed by the mathematical formulas or some observation we have considered during the manufacturing. So drills are used for making and enlarging hole basically. So what the purpose of the drill? First of all, before designing any part or product, we have to clear what the purpose for making or for manufacturing this product. So the drill are used for the making and enlarging holes. A variety of the drill are used in industries such as drill, gun drill, half round drill, etc. So, but the twist drill is most widely used. So the nomenclature of the main element of twist drill is the figure and its geometry. So the parameter related to the shape and dimensions of drill features will be discussed in the section for a twist drill. Basically what we do, if you want to design the drill tool, that is a drill, basically the purpose of that, to make the hole or making a enlarging hole basically. And drill may be, as you know, that that's why we can say that this is a multi-point cutting tool. So as this is also known as the multi-point cutting tool, and it is used in industries as such for the flat drill. Different type of drills are flat drills, gun drills, half-rounded drills, twisted drill, etc. But this twisted drill is most widely used. Basically, the twisted drill is generally very popular as compared to the other. If we discussing about the different type of tools, this tool, different type of drill tools, where the twisted tool is the most commonly type of the drilling purpose. So the nomenclature of the main element of the twisted drill, that is, we can say has a different geometry. So you can see this is a total length, this is a L, that is the total length, and this L0, that is the length which are used for the making the hole or using the cut the workpiece from the surface. And theta is the angle where that the each and every, you can see here that the each and every having the drilling portion that is first having the here with that theta angle from the reference of the center of the reference. And you can see this other D, that is point indicated that this is drill, and H means these are the height of the drill to be measured and drill to be considered. So all the parameters have to be used for while you are doing making a drill twist tool, and because As we know that generally this type of tool are very popular and having the very good efficient for cutting any type of tool or make a large depth. So these are the very popular type of tool which are using nowadays. So these are very, we don't have that this tool is used for the drill, which is the not easiest part. So the nomenclature main element of the twist tool and its geometry, so it has the division into the part. So when we are doing the twist drill, it is to be observed at certain condition that the systematically the cut a small angle theta, and capital D is the total diameter of the twist drill, and L is the total length to be considered while we are total number of length we are using for the drill, and where the theta is to be used for generating. So these are the basically main concept which we are adapted for them. So even we know that the other twist drill having the systematic plan or diameter of twist drill, which we are having the different type of categories or planning which we have to observe the such type of planning to be considered. So the systematic depth, the design parameter of the twist drill is to be used for that and having the cross-sectional area. So this cross-sectional area system that design, that is the defined parameter of the twist drill having. So we have to consider all this point which is the cutting geometry and the other parameter related to the shape. So that's why the dimensions of the drill or will be designed as the discussing in the section of the twist which we are in the part of manufacturing. So generally the tool which we are using for the drilling, it is used for the drilling purpose and adding the making the enlarging the holes, or but for we know that the twist drill commonly and it has a unique feature. We are generally it is it is very efficient to make the hole very deeply. So this type of tool is very closely and having the most important part to be considered, that the design is most to be unique as compared to that, because it's the geometrical parameter we have to consider, which is useful for the cut the material easily and easy to cut the shape for that. After the design parameter of the twist drill are to be considered, and having the even not easy to task but easy to use for that and shaping and designing dimension of the geometry which we are discussing the shape. So that's why we can get the nomenclature of the main element of the twist and geometry and the other parameter related to the shape and the designing of the drill. So as to be considered, which is the most important part to be used for that. This is not a easiest answer to be considered. So the systematic depiction of the design parameter. So now we are using this type of parameter that is affected by the twist drill or any other type of drill that is related with the half rounded weight drill, or we can say that the drill gun or flat drill. This all the type of parameter which is not easily apart. And we have to consider that the drill feature can be discussed. Size which we are using, that is the L is equal to 0 and L is equal to L. It is the diameter of the respectively. 2 theta is the internally corner angle of each twist sem, because you know that is the twist sem. This is first, second, third, and fourth. 2 are from that diameter will drill like this, so it will easy to remove the surface. These are the very common features. These are the very common applications we are performing. It is very easiest part to be conducting to that. So we can say that the systematically depiction and the design parameters of the twist drill are having the easiest and common way to be conducting the design, as well as to make a hole, enlarging the hole, because it has the different tools available. But this type of tools are very popular nowadays because it has a different type of activity. And easy to operate and easy to handle, but difficult to design because a certain diameter or the thickness will be considered for the standardization how much thickness we require depending upon the length of that particular material of the conducting device. Second, the diameter of the first drill, that is a D and a reverse stepper. So what we do? To the twist drill come in the range, that is a 0.25 to 80 mm thickness, and various sub-change within range are graded as follows. That is condition are different. That is 0.25 to 3.0 mm in step of 0.05 mm, 3.1 minus the 14.0 in depth step of 0.1 mm, 14.25, that is a 32.5 mm in step of 0.25 mm, and 33.0, that is the 50.7 mm in step of the 0.5 mm. So we can say that the 50 minus 0.6 mm in steps of the 1.0. We have this all of the some standard range which we are considering for during the making the twist drill. So we are having to, if you are making the manufacturer or design any twist drill, so we have to consider this all the following criteria for respectively. And the diameter of the drill for the drilling a particular hole is selected for standard table. And however, a general guideline is that the drill diameter must always be slight less than the diameter of the hole. And the diameter of the guided length of the drill reducing toward the shank to reduce the friction during the operation, and this reverse taper depending on the drill diameter and the recommended values are the given below. So these are some conditioning, that is some condition will be offered. It is not only be used that sometime it will be reduced the condition, sometime that will have to 0.25 to 3.0 mm step of the 0.5 mm. So you have to put this type of range that is in between them, the step are required. So you must be designed for that. We do not require for just our desirable condition. We have to design for the some standard condition which we are follow for that. And the diameter of the drill for the drilling is a particular hole and is selected for the standard table. However, the general guideline is that the drill diameter must always be slightly less than the diameter of the hole, which we are using the covered act. It has been observed that it may be said that diameter of the guidance length of the drill that will be reduced by the friction. So during this operation, we have to criteria this service criteria that we taper. We are depending on the line diameter and the recommended value for that given below. So this is the planning which we are considered that we have to be used for that. The diameter of the drill may we are using and having the hole for the selected part and the reciprocated that the diameter of the guided length. So these are the twist drill and to roll the length and shank and reduce the friction and to do that ringing operation. This reverse the taper depends upon the drilling material. So that's why we consider standardization we require. We do not random this area what I have which is not applicable. So for that it is too easy to conduct. So only the 2.25 and 3.0 is mm of a step which are very important. We have a 3.1 and 14.0 because we have conduct this line. And these are some criteria. These are the general criteria which were adopted. That is 0.25 to 3.0, and having the depth. So these are some depth we have to use for the reason and having the criteria. And each and every part are very important to be organizing the conducting this that you have to find out the diameter of the drill. Guidelines. The drill diameter must always be slightly less than the diameter of the hole. Okay, and the diameter of the drill may have, we consider the more. We can see the length of the drill reducing towards the shank of the reducing the friction during the drilling operation. So these are some desirable conditions basically. And this reverse taper depending on the drill diameter and the recommended value for the given below. So these are some conditions which we are using that having the good point or having the criteria. This all the criteria which are useful that it is beneficial we get the diameter of the guideline to be understood properly. Without this we are not making the diameter of a drill because the diameter we consider from the standardization and in between the ranges and the graded others which we are using this step for making a successful drill diameter. So the drill diameter, that is D, some mm's are given, capital D, and mm per 100 mm are given. That is if you selected for the 1 to 10 mm drill diameter, then you have to select for that reverse diameter approximation 0.03 to 0.08. Second one is the 10 to 18 drill diameter, that is connected for reverse stepper 0.04 to 0.10, and if 18, that is 0.05 18 selected for the reverse stepper. So these are some conditions to be obtained. So for the cemented carbide drill trip, that is a reverse stepper is provided along the length of the cut bit as per the following recommendations. So the drilling diameter is for that we have to be better than the 5 years selected for this range. If 5 to 10 range, then you selected for this range 0.03 to 0.05, and is less than the 10th, that means you have to select a reverse stepper, that is 0.5 to 0.08 mm. So these are the conditions to be obtained. We do not make by our own desirable conditions. We have to select for randomly. You have to select a special criteria. What type of criteria we are observed? That is to helping the easily drawing or easily design. We have two criteria for mentioned. It will helpful to you. So that's why we are having that the specific type of drilling conditions we are considered for the such suitable range, which is based on the drill diameter, and for that the reverse taper diameter. Because that range, that is if the range is not varied, that is selected for the 1 to 10 mm drill diameter, then specific reverse diameter is selected, that is 0.03 to 0.08 mm. It is a requirement. It is not a random selection. It is a requirement. You have to select for a successful design. But if you want to make the cemented carbide material tip drawing, so the preferred taper is providing as the length of the cutting bite as per the following recommendation. That is a tray that is more than the 5. But if you are considering the 5 to 10 range in between this, so you have to mention that is a 0.003, that is 0.05. In between you have selected for the 5 to 10 between the diameter drill in mm. And if less than the 10, that is 0.05 to 0.08 is sufficient for that reverse stepper are selected for the cemented carbide drill if you used. So this drill is a very common type of drill and is very popular. And it has been observed that the drill is we used for making a hole and enlarging the hole, and there are different types of hole are to be used for that. So that means reversing the hole, taper hole are the different type criteria. Drill diameter has to be different. Reversing taper has to be different. These all are the different forms which we are observing for that. And it has been selected to be very rapidly. It not be randomly be selected use for that. That's why we can say it is a recommended and for easy to use and easy to handle this criteria. So that's why we are selecting this. Second one, that is the core diameter D0. Core diameter D0, that means the adequate core diameter is essential to ensure that the drill has sufficient strength and stiffness to withstand the operational load. On the contrary, the excessively large core diameter increases thrust forces, and the recommended value of D0 for the carbon steel and high speed steel drill are given. So this is diameter drill, diameter, that is D, 0.25 to 1.25, 1.5 to 112, and greater than the 13, and not less than the 13. So core diameter for that select, that is mm in support. If you are selecting the 0.25 to 1.25 in drill diameter capital D, then you must be selected for the 0.25, the D to power 0.8. That is for the small d. It is a requirement for that. Okay. And selected for the 1.5 to 12, then they are selected for diameter, that is the drill diameter selected for this run, and then the core diameter selected for this 0.15 minus 0.19 into D capital. And less than the 13, that is the 0.125 to 0.145 into D, which are the range facility for the capital D is not greater than the 13. So these are the some points which we consider. For cemented carbide tipped drill, and value of the we can say D0 may be found for the following relation, that we can say that D0, that is 0.38 to 0.42 diameter for the machining of metal. And if for the D0 is equal to 0.32 to 0.35 capital D into for the machining of the non-metal. So these are the some conditions for the carbide trip tool. The D may be found. So if you metal machining of the metal and select for the drill is range 0.38 to 0.2, and if you select for the non-metal that you have to select the range that is 0.32 to 0.35 into D. So these are the range which are indicated at machining of the non-metal. Now next, that is that the core diameter increases by 1.4 to 1.8 mm divided by 100 mm in the direction of the shaft for the greatest strength and the strictness of the drill. So these are the some actual range, basically actual range for that by fixing the 1.4 to 1.8 mm divided by 100 mm. So these are the some operations which we use for that. And greater the strength, the strictness of the drill are to be used for that. These are the some several conditions which we have observed basically. We do not use randomly. We use some strength diameter after the selection of criteria. Then we use for that. Yes, it is the beneficial or it is not beneficial. After that, it will be used and helpful to you to understand. Yes, these are the criteria which we are helpful to give the better quality of drill. So that's why we are selecting for this. That is the thickness of the cutting blade B. That is the blade thickness B is assigned from the consideration of the strength of the drill, whereas the width of the fluid that represent the gap between the two blades should be such as to provide sufficient space for the accommodating the chip. And generally the blade thickness and the fluid width are taken equal. Therefore, the HB is equal to pi d divided by 4. So for drilling or with the large helix angle, the fluid width is slightly more than the B, and then the blade angle is specific normal to the helix. So in this plan, the blade thickness may be considered different. The drill diameter may be taken from the following data. That is a capital D, that means selected for 3 to 8, and add to 20, and less than the 20, that be selected for the B is at 0.62 D, 0.59 D, and 0.58 D. These are some criteria which we have the thickness of the cutting blade B for the particular range of the diameter. Because the reason is that for the B, that is for the drilling for the large helix angle required. And for larger the helix angle, that is a pi by 4, that is B is equal to pi by 4 we required. And the blade thickness, so that is the fluid width are larger equal. B is equal to pi into D divided by 4. So which are the some conditions to be obtained and having the diameter cross sectional, which is thickness of the blade having mentioned. So that's why we can say generally the blade thickness of the fluid with a specific accommodation. And take it easy. So dividing in the two parts, dividing in the random, we have to observe that such type of years it will have to be observed by the same blade. And this range we are selected for the drilling diameter, and same for the width of the diameter are selected for this range. It is sufficient for that particular drill if you want to fabricate this type of drill. Now the fourth one, that is the auxiliary height and width. Now the auxiliary flying height and width indicates that the auxiliary flying height and width are not sure that is the narrow cylindrical provided from the outer corner of each cutting blade and the running along the length of the fluid. So it is a purpose we can say it to guide and the drill and the reducing the friction and during the operation. So the following the relation are recommended for the determination with the F and a H of the auxiliary flank. So that if you select F, which is 0.06 minus to 0.07 into D, and for the H is 0.002 to 0.03 at D. Where D is the drill diameter. So these are some conditions which we are observing for the recommended determination, the F, that is the width, and H is the height. So F is the B, then H is the guide for the auxiliary flank. And the purpose is to guide the drill and the reducing the friction during operation. So this, if you want to reducing the friction and if you want to reducing the heating affected area, so we use the auxiliary flank height and the width are required for that. It will help to providing the outer corner of the each blade. So blade have very high length and good thickness and heavy sharpness. So these all are the some criteria which were adopted for the during the making of auxiliary flank height and width. So these are the from auxiliary flank and height width. It is 0.06 to 0.07, 0.0 to 0.03. So where D is the drill diameter. So how it will be observed? How it will be observed? It will observe by two of the conditions which we have to be adapted for that. Neither the load, or we can say that the flexility strength or auxiliary strength, that is the F required for that. And having the F having the quality, it's when the reducing the friction. If you want to reducing the friction, that means it will be helpful for that, because the friction will be generated because during the metal removal process, the friction will be generated obviously, and we require to maintain the temperature or decreasing the temperature. That for that we are using the auxiliary flank height and width to be guided for that. It is the length of a drill cutting portion L0 and the total length L. So these are to be considered that in terms of shank shape or drill are of two types. The first is a drill with the cylindrical shank, the second drill with the taper shank. So drill with the cylindrical shank comes into the range of diameter that is 0.25 to 20 mm, which is divided into the sub range of follows. And the shorter drill diameter range is 1 to 20 mm, length of cutting 25 to 20 mm, and the length of the cutting portion, that is the L0, we consider 3 to 140 mm, longer the drill and diameter range 1.95 to 20 mm. Length of the cutting portion, that is the L0, that is 55 to 165 mm. So these are some conditions to be observed. Why it is happened? That is happening because the short drill is the diameter of the length of the cutting portion, that is the L0, have to be used. So this slide which operated, that is the designing of drill with the cylindrical shank and the drill with the taper shank is to be observed for during this mechanism. And drill with the cylindrical shank come in the range of the diameter, that is 0.25 to 20 mm, and which is divided into the sub range. So these are the sub range basically 1 to 3. Shorter the range, that means a shorter drill, that is a diameter range, that is 1.20, and the length for the cutting of it is L0. And that is L0, that is a 6 to 65 mm for the shorter drill. And for the medium length drill, that is a diameter range of 0.25 to 20 mm. For cutting portion, that is L0, that is a 3 to 140 mm. And third one, that is a long drill, which is a diameter range of the 1.95 to 20 mm. And it may be observed that the length of the cutting portion, that is L0, 55 to 165 mm. So these are the three criteria which we selected for the range, and with this range we have fabricated the medium drill and shorter drill and longer drill with this criteria. Important or easy to understand, it is the selection, how selection criteria used for that, because this selection criteria is used for the making the drill is very easy to understand after that. So what the complications we are facing generally? We are generally facing the drilling the cylindrical shank and drill with the taper shank. So these two terms that the drills are having a two type. Like for the shank shape, that is cylindrical shape, it will to give and the taper shape also. Because the reason is that they divide into the sub ranges, cylindrical cells. Because having a different diameter, that means the shorter the drill, longer the drill, or medium the drill. So shorter, medium, and longer drill having the specific range of the cutting portion. So that's why we have to use for this range. Otherwise, it will be not useful or not beneficial. We will provide it. That's why it will be helpful for that. Okay. Next one, that is the table. So as you see, this is that is the table. Is the length of the cutting portion LO and total L of high speed steel drill with a cylindrical tank shaft. What is this? So this is a serial number 1 to 9 and drill diameter, that is a 1 to 9 type of drill diameters having. First 0.25, 0.5, 10.0, 15.0, 20.0. So shorter the drill, medium drill and longer the drill. So shorter drill, that is the L0 some value and capital L having some value. So if you select for the L0, that is 6, that is the 32, 9, that is the 36, 12 to 38, 26 to 63, 45 to 90 and 55 to 110 and 65 to 130. So these are some selection criteria which will be observed by the short by the high speed steel drill. Second is the drill type, that is medium. L0 by L, that is a 3 to 5 with the 20 L capital having the value. 6 to 22, that is a 12 to 34, 18 to 20, 24 to 50, 52 to 85, and 90 to 135, and 115 to 170, and 142 to 205. So these are some specific thickness or specific dimension diameter regarding the drill type machine which having the medium useful. So another one, that is the last, is the L0 for the long and L0 that is for the long. So 55 to 85, 85 to 130, 120 to 185, 145 to 120 to 220, and 165 to 255. While manufacturing the drill and the length of the cutting portion, we observe how much if you want to make the shorter drill, then what is the selection criteria in AM? So you have set for this number of criteria, diameter of drill, respective with that, and if you select for the drill type medium, and you have to select for this for that type. A long, that is this type of having, which are having. These are some criteria, selection criteria for making the fabrication or having this type of equating line question. Another, that is the table length of cutting tool L0 and the length L of high speed steel drill with taper shank basically. This type of drill are used for the taper shank. So there's some that is the drill number, that is 11 type of drill diameter. Drill diameter in the different is 6, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, now for the high speed steel tool, what the criteria for normal and long? So normal, if you want to make the drill diameter, that is 60 to 140, 90 to 170. We can say that the 115 to 215, 140 to 240, 160 to 280, 5 to 295, 200 to 320 to 370, 235 to 420, 250 to 435, and 260 to 515. So these are the some range for the high speed steel as in the normal case, and for high speed is a longer case, that is a 150 to 250 to 230, 170 to 250, 190 to 290, 220 to 222, 20, and 245 to 365, and 275 to 325. So this is the case of the high speed steel basically material. Selected for the cemented carbide tip, shorter than normal, having the diameter selected, that is 60 to 140, 75 to 175, 90 the range of shorter in the case of the cemented carbide tip, and for the normal in case of cemented carbide tip, that is a 90 to 170, 115 to 215, 185 to 285, 160 to 280, and 175 to 230. These are some standardization we have to follow. The criteria that we have selected for the drill length of the cutting portion, that is L0 to L high speed steel. So these are some criteria which we are used for that making the drill and with the taper shank and for the cylindrical shank. So I hope you understand that is the what is the specific range. So these are the total the 11 range are to be considered here for making and for the high speed steel drill. So which is to be considered determination that is have to be used for the maximization and minimization drill for the high speed steel and for the cemented carbide tool for that. So shorter the distance for that we can understand the shorter distance and heavier the tool. That means to be a variety of a different type purpose we have to select it for this larger to smallest this type of pattern. Okay. Now next is the coefficient C1 depending upon the that is 2.5. So the coefficient C1 depending on the lip length 2.5 and the helix angle theta basically, and it is given by the so C1 that is we can say that is 0.026 into 2.5 into power 3 under square at a 2q 2.5 divided by theta. And coefficient is C2 depending on core diameter that is D 0 and the drill diameter that is D and is given by the relation that is C2 0.14 D to D0 and 0.044. And if head for the coefficient C3 takes into the account that is the diameter on the fluid milling cutter that is D0 and is given by the following relation that is a C3. It is a 13 under D divided by DC that is the power of 0.9 divided by theta. So these are some conditions will be observed and which we are attending that yes, it is a criteria of selecting the relation C1, C2 and C3. So both the coefficient, both three drives the coefficient that is the C1, C2 and C3 all are depending upon the different conditions. So that is theta, D and DC. So you can observe that in the denominator that is the theta is to be for the C1 criteria depending on that. C2 that is the D0 is depending on that. C3 that is the amount of the diameter of the fluid which is milling cutter. DC is the diameter depending on that. So these all are the criteria which we are observed. It's easy to how you can calculate it. The question is that how you can find out. So if you have a value given C1, C2, C3, if you have an idea to how to can make the diameter of core increasing or decreasing, or expected diameter by choosing the value of that is the table, you can find out and you can do easily to maintain. But if you have not idea how you can operate it, it will be difficult to you. So the nose radius of the cutting teeth is expressed as follows. It is Rn is equal to C and D, where the coefficient Cn is found from the following relation. Cn that is the 0.015 theta 0.175 for that. And the cutter width B that is found for the following relation that is B is equal to R0 plus Rn divided by cos psi n. And angle psi is taken as the 10 and hence the taking cos phi is equal to 1. And the is the different Rn. We can choose the nose radius of the cutter that for T that is Rn. And for the coefficient is found that for the coefficient relation that is Cn. And for the cutter that is B that is B is equal to R0 plus Rn divided by cos. And these are some certain angle which we are using for that and having the criteria. These all are the criteria which we adopted that hence the taking the phi 0 as to be expressed by easily, or it will be dependent on value which is not the easy part. So these all are the criteria which were adopted. It is very easy to part and easy to understand, which are not finding difficulty. Now the design of the plan milling cutter, that is the plan milling cutter having the profile shape, the teeth and the main part parameter of the plan milling cutter are shown in the figure. You can see diagram. a plan milling cutter and is the milling parameter. So this we can say that it's diameter D, total diameter of the D, and h height of that particular from the base of the drill, and the length we are providing for the extrusion length. The theta angle will be provided for that depending upon that. Capital M, capital D, capital consideration which we use for that. So these are the some planned milling cutter. So these are the milling cutter we have to require for giving the having the profile, shaped teeth, and the main parameter of the plan milling cutter are shown in figure. So these are some for the plan milling cutter and the for milling cutter. So first is the bore diameter. So bore diameter considered here to the different type of standardization that we can say fix the determine the consideration for the strength and the stiffness of the above or under the action of the cutting forces. So this we can say the R1 is considered as a simply supported beam subjected to the combination bending and torsion, and we can say the larger the two value they obtain from the strength and the stiffness consideration acting this. So in regular practice, the bore diameter is usually selected for the series of standard value 16, 19, 22, 27, 32, 40, 60, 50, and 60, and now the design of the arbor strength of the stiffness is used as a check. Okay, now see the diameter, that is the total D diameters to be considered. Formula is that D is equal to D plus 2M and plus 2HM, where D is the door diameter and M is the thickness of the tool and H is the height of the cutting tool. So these are the considerations which we obtained for the different diameter and different bore which we are observing today. Now the certain table for the different plan milling cutter having different diameter for the selection criteria. We have to select for that. It is easy to understand and easy to have fabricated. Now, for example, that I am asking some multiple choice question with the drill. The first is a twist drill. Is a options are a front cutting tool, B side cutting tool, and C end cutting tool, and D none of this. So the answer is C. That is a twist drill is a end cutting tool. So basically, second is what is the usual value of helix angle of drill. So the options are 8, 10, 20, 30, and 40. So the correct answer that is for 30. So 30 is the usual value of helix angle of drill. Okay, the 30 is the right answer. That is what is not the part of the drilling machine. A is a tool holder, spindle, tablet, and close slide. So the answer that is a close slide is not a part of the drill machine. So the answer is correct for this. Fourth is what is the point angle of drill for drilling stainless steel? That is the options are A is equal to 90, B is equal to 98, C is equal to 118, and D is equal to 135. So the answer that is D, that is because D is the answer, that is 135 is the point of drill for the drilling stainless steel. Fifth one, what is the point angle of drill for different of bakelite and fabricated plastic? So the options are A 90, 98, C 118, and 135. So the correct answer that is A. So we can say that 90 is the point angle of drill for drilling of the bakelite and the fabulous plastic to be considered. 90 is the correct answer for that. Next question, that is tapping the attachment is including in dash the method of the tool holding device. So the options are A by chucks, by sleeve, by direct fitting in the spindle, and one of the mentioned. So the correct answer that is the no one is the right answer for that. That is D answer is the correct for none of the mentioned is the D is the option are correct for that. Seventh is floating holder is including in dash method of tool holding device. So the options are A, that is C by socket, and D none of the mentioned above. So the correct answer that is B, the floating holders including in by special attachment method of tool holding device. Eighth question, that is which of the following device is not used for the holding the work in the drilling machine? Options are A, step block, D, B, drill bricks, C, both step block and drill jib, and D is none of the mentioned. So the correct answer that is a D is a none of the mentioned, the correct answer for this. Now, ninth question, that is a drill machining was primarily designed to originate a. Options are A, flat surface, cylindrical surface, tapered surface, none of the mentioned. So the correct answer for this, that is a D, is the correct answer for that. None of the mention is here. And last 10 question, that is for drill operation. The drill rotates with the pressure if job is held on earth. So the options are A, upward, downward, 45-degree inclining to both plan, none of the mention. So the correct answer, that is B, is the answer for correct downward action. So at the end of this lecture, I am going to recommend some book for the last series for Modern Machine Science, PC Pandey, etc. Tata McGill publisher. Machine tool designed by N.K. Mehta upon Tata McGill publisher. Third is the Production Engineering Science by PC Pandey and C.K. Singh and Standard Publisher Limited. Fourth is Manufacturing Technology by R.K. Rajput by Lagni Publication. And the fifth is the Manufacturing Technology by P.N. Rao by Tata McGill Publication. So these are some books which will help you to understand the design of the drilling machining. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you doubt any query, you will be drop me a mail on my email ID. That is amit.tiwari@mygyanva.com. And any doubt, any query, then you will be asked to contact me on my mobile number, that is 8690319888. Thank you for listening patiently. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for listening patiently. Thank you.